Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. I think we'll start out, since we have, no stress at all. I think we'll start out just by going to explore the colony. Or the outskirts, rather. Sneak on out through the drain pipe. And I think that since Avertimnalia is going to be coming up, and that usually, halves our stress at least, we can really fill up on stress, so we can do a lot out here. Not in that direction, though. Alright, so it looks like Tonin is going to catch us. Which is unfortunate. I don't know if he's gonna, tell us to stop exploring or something, or if he's gonna offer us a job. I don't know. But let's do this event first. You leave the path and sneak through a strand of mush trees to one of the little sawmills dotting the area. It's a small but busy operation. 3 people feeding mush tree logs into some sort of machine, where the 4th one directs a 4-legged robot with a plasma saw mounted on the front. Stay and watch what they're doing. I don't really care about the card. It's not the best card ever. Let's leave. You like the forest better the way it is, all wild and natural. We're a rebel. Alright, time passes. We can just, completely... roots. Oh, we can't go over there. There are so many events over here. A log. A hop-eye. Hop-eyes are usually docile little creatures. They don't even come up to knee height. They eat grass and hop away when you come near. But something has riled this group up. You see them fighting each other, getting in close, then rolling onto their backs and kicking with their big foot. They only have 1 foot, I just noticed that. Punching each other up 2 meters away. That's why they hop everywhere. It's neat behavior, so you sit and watch, until you suddenly realize you're surrounded. They stop fighting with each other, and are all staring at you. They pounce. Challenge time. Okay. Okay. No, not that. Not that. Yeah. That's pretty good. This is not so good. Okay. That won it for us. And let's get plus to a skill from using this. That's probably not the best possible score, but I'd like to get a +1 to a skill. Yeah. Toughness. Animals and toughness. The cute little critters kick you, but you kick back. You send them scurrying back off to pick on smaller creatures than you. Alright, we can do this. The muck hides interesting bugs and other treasure for those willing to put their hands on the right holes. I've done this already. Looks dark. You stuck your hands on enough holes to know this one's probably safe. You can't hear anything rustling around in there. Okay. Good use of perception. Sweet, literally. The hole is full of sugar bugs. These palm-sized balls of squish exude a sweet syrup when you tickle them. You fill a bottle with it, then let them go again. Should be worth a few kudos to Antecedent in the kitchens. Oh, sweet! We increased our food. Okay, our stress is getting up there. Should we talk to Tonin? Hi. Easy. You spot Uncle Tonin, Chief Surveyor Tonin that is, bumbling about, preparing some automated survey equipment in the clearing. He is very cautious, jumpy even, but he's making a lot of noise. Every few minutes he'll pause to listen and check his surroundings, then go back to banging away. He shouldn't be hard to avoid if you don't want to get caught sneaking out. Okay. It says easy, but I don't necessarily trust that. Yeah. Okay. We'll probably win this. +1 to card to right. Yes. Haha, yes, I figured out how playing sports ball works. So, and I think I'll, yeah, move this over so I can get a flush. Oh, that wasn't even the last round. Sweet. We're so perceptive. Oh my goodness. You sneak past Chief Tonin easily, walking while he makes noise and ducking down when he stops to check his surroundings. Okay. So it was just an issue of avoiding him. Alright, let's do one more thing. Let's try to get that medicinal root. Oh, important. You spot the most spectacular flower you've ever seen. It's nearly a meter wide, all beautiful pinks and glittering rainbow hues, like a powdery oil slick. When the wind rustles it, the shimmer is breathtaking. You need to have it for... You know better, don't touch it. Gut feeling. Card to right becomes 3. Smart. You resist the flower's allure. Keep exploring. No, we're gonna want to go home. Yeah. We're very brave. Oh, we got a perk. Collectibles respawn faster and more slots are filled. Sweet. It's time once more for Vertumnalia. The mood of the colony has been muted ever since the attack during Glow. Everything is cheerfully decorated and the fierce table is still heavy with food, mostly soy rations. Vertumnalia feels different. Udicot's speech. She's gonna say some BS. Domesticating the wildlife. Pets soon. Your dad, a second cultivator, stands and waves the sheepish wave to the crowd. They're gonna open the depot. And we have, like, no money. My dad's give me an allowance. The council remains unchanged. Thank you for your hard work. Together we build the future. Go eat instead. For Tumna Games, no thank you. You'll just enjoy the feast and let everyone else make fools of themselves. After the festivities are over, everyone takes time off for a much-needed break. Mars organizes a water fight that takes over the whole colony, even the adults. It brightens everyone's spirits even in the thick heat of dust, and this is when we find Relax on the Walls. Yes. Alright. Yeah, collectibles respawn faster. Sweet! Now it's just an issue of actually figuring out what everyone likes. Let's see, how high are we in animals, and how much do we need to get another card from Dad? 40. We're almost done with that. We could do combat training to get more animals. What do I have that people might like? I feel like Tammy might like the crystal cluster. Yeah, she doesn't like it. Okay. And we have all these mushwood logs that nobody likes. Let's do defense training. Or maybe we want to get our toughness up a little bit more. I don't know. Defense training for the sake of animals. You run into Cal and Anemone on the hill behind the garrison at a small construction site. They seem to be throwing logs. There are a bunch of them lying at the bottom of the hill. It's a caber toss, Anemone shouts to you, then grunts with the effort of lifting a 6-meter-long mushwood tree pole. She throws it like a javelin down the hill and sprints after it. My best record, she shouts, and ties a piece of caution tape to the end of the pole. Your turn next, Cal says, pointing to a neatly stacked pile of construction poles beside you. From the looks of the nearby construction, they're probably destined to be a new lookout tower someday. Choose an average one. Solane has made a fine pole selection, Cal narrates in a haughty voice, and has lifted it onto his shoulder. Next, he will approach the sprinting line and begin his run, tossing the caber before he reaches the throwing line. I keep forgetting that I'm a boy in this playthrough. I keep forgetting. I'm so used to being Solane. But now we're Solane and we're a boy. Okay. Yeah, let's get the most possible out of that. Yes. 4 of a kind, nice. And a flesh of 3. And now we just need to get 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have enough to get this. Sweet. Best possible score. The pole sails down the hill past all the other poles, coming to rest sticking out of the ground. Wow, you beat my best distance, Anemone says when she jogs back up. Players can't beat each other in mushwood toss, Cal corrects her, but they can only beat their own high scores. But you get 3 bonus points if it sticks out of the ground like that. Cal, ever uncompetitive. I love it. You play for the rest of the afternoon, adding rules and variations as you go. You don't stop until the entire stack of poles are in a jumble at the bottom of the hill and decorated festively with caution tape. It's a wonder you got away with this. Sweet. And maybe we should play sports ball as well. Oh, Dis wants to talk. Hello. Hello, friend. Dis is sitting in the bed in one of the expedition vehicles, tinkering with a bit of tech. He tries to hide it when he sees you, but it's in so many pieces that he only manages to shove some behind him before he gives up and glares at you mistrustfully. What do you want? What are you doing? Dis squints at you. Promise you won't tell on me, he says. Promise. They weren't using it, he starts, already sounding defensive as he turns the biggest piece of the device over in his hands. It was just sitting there in command, so when they weren't looking, I took it. I took it, and no one noticed. He seems excited about this fact. I think it's part of a communication device, he says, thoughtfully. I'm trying to figure out how it works. I want to talk to the aliens. If we had engineering, we'd help him. Be careful, okay? Dis nods and fiddles with the device. Who cares, he says. People on Earth used to use stuff like this, thinking that it could pick up the voices of ghosts, Dis says. But it was probably just radio waves, so I figure if I'm looking for radio waves, aliens have to exist. Okay. I didn't choose the aliens don't exist line because I don't want to be mean to Dis, but I thought, of course there are aliens. The alien animals that we've been encountering all over the place, but I think he's talking about, like, humanoid, intelligent aliens. Aliens have to exist. They have to. You can't have this much life on a planet without some of it being smart like we are. He sighs. I just want to talk to them, he says. Maybe I'd fit in more with aliens than I do here. Some real friends? That seems mean. Dis turns his back to you. I'm talking about me, Dis. It's too late, he mutters. Everyone here hates me. Why would I bother trying? They'll just make fun of me even more for being needy and weird. Poor kid, oh my god. Poor kid. We should try and get our biology up, I feel like. Not there. I'm always like, I want to do biology so we can unlock xenobotany. You know why I want to unlock xenobotany? A, because my friend said it was important, but B, I'm scared of those pixie beans. You remember the pixie beans? The things that interact negatively with the bodies of hormonal teenagers? That because we worked in xenobotany, we were able to make the colony stop eating them. I'm scared that if we don't do something about that in time, one of our friends is gonna die from pixie bean overdose. So, I don't want that to happen. Alright, Tang is sleeping. I feel like we've seen this before. You never see Tang sleeping. She's always so busy, you're surprised she even has time to nap. You turn to leave her in peace when you bump into Anemone. Whoa, Anemone says. She hardly ever sleeps. Like just a couple hours a night. Is she sick or something? I'm so jealous of her genetic enhancement. She hardly needs to sleep at all. She probably stayed up all night studying for this morning's history test. There was a test? Me, I flunked it, Anemone says matter-of-factly. No biggie, though. If I didn't have to sleep, I'd probably play games instead of studying anyway. Tang's hollow palm beeps a soft alarm. She sits up and stretches, looking totally refreshed and alert. She sees you watching her and looks annoyed. Just a power nap, she says. No reason to gawk. Okay. How about this? Not the best possible score. Dang it. Alright, I think I will... Let's see. I don't feel like going out again just yet. Oh, there's a log. Sturdy mushwood log. Great. Let's play some sports ball. Or should I do biology again? We still have quite a bit to get to. I want to get my toughness up, though. And we're almost to the bravery perk. I think I'm gonna play sports ball. And then maybe we'll relax. Hey, more sports ball. You're playing sports ball with Cal, Anemone, Nougat, and a few other kids. Anemone's team is completely destroying yours because Cal keeps letting in goals. You chalk it up to lack of skill, but you've seen Cal in drills. He's a really good goalie when it's just him versus himself. That's why you picked him. Anemone likes winning at first, but after a few innings she gets frustrated and stomps over to Cal. It's no fun if you're not trying, she shouts, waving her hands. What's wrong with you? Cal just shrugs and Anemone puffs up her cheeks. Are you going easy on me because we're friends? That's not fair, you gotta do your best. But I'd rather have fun than win, Cal says, shoving his hands in his pockets. I don't mind when other people win. I like it when my friends are happy. I'm not happy, Anemone stomps. I'm mad. How can I show off how good I am if you're just letting me win? They keep fighting and everyone on both teams looks at each other awkwardly, wondering if you should keep playing. Bored with the stay of the game, Nougat grabs the ball and starts bouncing it on her head. Anteater, she giggles. Wishbub, camel, Darb's moth. She says a new animal every time it bounces, making her way through the alphabet. I feel like Solane would side with Nougat, but we're Solane. We're a competitive type, side with Anemone. You tell Cal to get his head in the game and play properly. He looks put out, but he nods. Anemone wins anyway, but at least it's a real win. She only rubs it in your face a little bit. Okay. How about this? Yes? No, actually, we're gonna want to put this over here. Hold on. Make it a flush there. A flush here. Yeah. Heck yeah. We're very brave, and what do we get for that? Draw an extra card at the start of the challenge. Sweet. Oh, Anemone wants to talk again. Nice. You and Anemone are playing in the garrison yard with sticks, chasing each other around and pretending to be sword fighting. The adults training nearby are patient with you as long as you don't get near the target dummies, but sometimes you stray too close. Watch out, Annie, one of the security personnel calls out as Anemone bumps into her. You kids stay behind the fences, okay? It's Anemone, she retorts, as you both retreat to a safe distance. Anemone throws her stick to the ground and pouts. Just because everyone else shortens her name, it doesn't mean I have to do it. I like being Anemone. But Having a nickname is kind of cool and mysterious. Like having a call sign, you know? What would you call me, Solane? Annie is her mother's name, so it makes sense that she doesn't like that. Nem? Nem tilts her head. Huh, I've never heard that one before. She mimes swimming a sword a few times. Nem, Nem. I like it. Short and punchy, just like me. It's kind of like I'm a venturer from a story. Nem picks up her discarded stick. Now, she says, brandishing it at you, prepare to be defeated by the mighty Nem. All cards under 2 become 2. Sweet. You spend the next hour sparring with Nem in the yard. Sweet. Our friendship with Anemone is getting pretty up there. And I think I'm going to relax now. After the first attack on the colony, they added lookout towers on the walls. Now you have a place to hang out if you don't feel like working, and because it's all the way up here, no adults are going to come ask you to run any errands for them. On rainy days, you take shelter in the pavilions and listen to the pitter-patter of warm raindrops on the grass roof. You can do whatever you want. This is the life. The perfect place to slack off. Empathy? Okay. It's the perfect place to catch up on holovids you've been meaning to watch, and to chat with your friends in the colony social media. Oh, hey, Solane. Dis pops his head up a nearby ladder and looks surprised to see someone else here. Do you mind if I sit here too? Heck yeah, come sit beside me. The two of you jangle your feet off the side and watch the valley below. Dis shuffles a little uncomfortably and doesn't say much. You wonder if this was his private spot to be alone before he discovered it. Nice. Anything we want to forget? Discovering, probably. Yeah. Alright, we were all the way in there. Wow. Alright. I could go out again. You know what? First of all, let's check on the depot. And we're tough enough to deliver supplies, but shortfall is low. I don't know what that means. If that's good or bad. Yeah, same as always. Photo phoner, we don't necessarily need that. We could buy a cake. Tammy might like cake. I think I'm going to study, though. Get that biology up there. Oh! We can register for engineering, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Today in class, we're studying genetic enhancements. All thanks to gene tech, isn't it amazing? The people of Earth have almost had never access to this stuff. I don't know why I said it like that. And we have all the equipment right here in our little colony. Alright, and this is going to be Tang and Cal sharing their enhancements. Cal says, temperature doesn't bother me. I'm never too hot or too cold. I'm always just right. I love how Cal smells. Cal sniffs his own armpit and laughs. Like flowers? I guess a little, he says. I think I smell like being outside. I kind of wish I had done this in my first playthrough, but who needs showers when you have the rain? That's what I'm saying, Cal says, giving you a fist bump. We're not about that this playthrough. Cal in general. I mean, he's still one of my favorite characters. Hold on, I think we can do this better. Aha! Not even the best score, but still pretty darn good. There's a commotion in the square. Oh, I think this is when Tonin dies. An expedition's vehicle is driven through the gates and is idling in the middle of the square. An unusual sight. People come down to investigate. Yeah. Utopia gets out of the vehicle and trudges over to Uticott. Unload the vehicle and clear the area. We stay out of the way to see what they're unloading. It's a body. Chief Surveyor's Tonin's body. He died violently and bloodily. You feel your stomach cramp with nausea. What happened? Dis asks, coming over to crouch around the corner with you. Uncle Tonin is dead, and he stares at the sheet-covered body intensely, as if he could see through it. Did they say how? They never tell us the truth anyway. Nobody will tell the kids what really happened. Did something eat him? Did he get lost or fall off a cliff? Do they even know? Dis nods, frowning. They don't want us to know about the monsters and other worse stuff. They want us to think everything is fine, but it's not. This planet isn't as nice as they say it is. He shakes his head. They hate that they can't control us. You and Dis watch the adults carry Uncle Tonin's body away. From the way he's practically vibrating, you can tell Dis wants to ask more questions about what happened. After a few awkward minutes, he sneaks away without saying anything, probably to go take a look at the body. Someone's going to have to tell Tammy. You're glad it's not you. Tammy and her dad were really close. Now she's an orphan. And this is Utopia. She bends over to get a hug from Udicott. Udicott has never been the most comforting presence in your life, but it seems to help. Utopia will be the next surveyor. At 24, she'll be the youngest council member. She's got a sharp eye, just like me, and hoverbike flying skills. Yes. Alright. Yeah. Tammy wants to talk, but is she outside? We can't go out, it seems. Crystal cluster. Alright, Dis, I gotta figure out what you like. Maybe you like the crystal cluster. Dis pokes a glowing bauble bed with his toe. The seed head snaps free and drifts up into the dark of glow, slowly breaking up into little luminescent specks. Make a wish, he says. Okay, we're almost up to bravery. Your sister likes medicinal roots. Do you like them? I don't remember if I've tried that already. Okay. That didn't work. Have I tried mushwood logs with you? I probably have. Let's play sports ball to get our bravery up. Training in the dark is really hard. You lose a lot of sports balls under the bleachers and in dark corners this month. You submit a request to engineering to make some sort of glow-in-the-dark paint so that it's easier to spot the ball, but it gets rejected for not being a priority concern. Sweet, okay. +1 for each card with gems. That's pretty good. I don't think I can do any better than that. I can. Oh well. It's been a quiet glow, but the grim, surreal darkness of the season reminds you of last year's violence. Adults worry that an attack is still coming. Others think the first one was a fluke. Surveyors mention seeing new tracks. The gates are closed. Drill emergency procedures, filing endlessly from the classroom to the creche to hide under tables, waiting for the sirens to call the all clear. Drill and prepare and worry, but nothing happens. Then, just as glow is starting to wane, the sirens start. You're reading a hollow novel in bed when you hear them, followed by a stomp of boots down the hallway outside your quarters. An alert flashes on your hollow palm. Shelter in the creche, this is not a drill. Me and Mom are going to stay in the greenhouses. We're safe. Just follow Auntie Anne to the creche and wait for us, okay? We're way more prepared than we were last year. Go to engineering from past life. Can we save Hal? Just as you peek your head out your door, you're struck by a horrible premonition. Someone's in danger in engineering. You blink and shake your head, but the feeling persists. I mean, we can fight, but if we're brave, we also know that we can save someone in engineering. Heroic. You don't know what compels you to go to engineering. It's nowhere near the walls, and the corridors are quiet as you approach. You burst into the classroom to find Professor Hal, cornered by a small, chittering thing. It's moving too fast to tell what it is. Every time Hal tries to get around it to flee, it climbs up the walls and keeps jumping at him. He's fending it off with a tablet. but he's getting tired. As you watch, the thing leaps at his throat and tears a chunk out of him. Oh, we couldn't save him. Hal screams in pain and crumbles to the ground. You must gasp, because the thing turns to you and lunges. Okay. Random card locked in one slot. Okay, we're gonna do this. It's all twos. We could make it 4 of a kind and a flesh. That's pretty good. We should definitely use our 4. But I'll put this over here so we can try to make... Here's a flesh here. Oh, no. What should I do? Should I just add +2 to a card? +2 to this. Sure. Now I win. It's impossible to hit the thing. It's so fast, it's like a smear at the edge of your vision. What you do manage to do, though, is lure it outside the classroom and get Congruence to slam the door shut. You hear it beating against the door as you run to Hal's side. Congruence guides you through how to hold pressure to Hal's throat to stop the bleeding, but stars, there's blood everywhere. Eventually, the doors open and Chief Engineer Instance runs in, directing some of the security team to load Hal into a stretcher and take him to medbay. There's no sign of the creature. I just got an achievement for saving Hal's life. She surveys the carnage. Good work, Solane, she says grimly. You might have just saved Hal's life. Her shoulders droop. They must have crawled over the walls. Buggers. You return to your quarters. Your parents are horrified to see you covered in blood. Relieved when you say it's not yours, then horrified all over again when you tell them about Professor Hal. Your dad checks his holopalm and tells you they got him to a med bed quickly enough that his injury should heal in a few weeks. You saved Professor Hal's life. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Right, it's age 12. Tammy wanted to talk to us, probably about her dad. Oh, and Cal wants to talk to us, too. And there's a root. Tammy has barely left the lounge since her father died. You often see her sullen face in the windows, peering out at the colony like a ghost. She hardly talks to anyone unless they talk to her first. Go talk to her first. Tammy looks up from the sewing she's aimlessly fiddling with. She gives you a watery smile. It's clear she's been crying. Hello, Solane, she says, wiping her face. Is everything okay? Typical Tammy. Even in her saddest moments, she wants to know how she can help you. Do you want to talk? Tammy brightens a little. Okay, Solane. What do you want to talk about? You tell her that you want to talk about how she's been feeling lately, and her face falls again. Oh, she mumbles. Okay. I guess I am kind of being a downer right now. Sorry. With that, Tammy starts to cry again. Her whole body curls up as she sobs, trying to hide her face in her hands so she doesn't upset anyone else in the lounge. Don't cry. I miss him too. You admit that you feel the same way, that you do miss him terribly, and that sometimes all you want to do is cry too. She holds her arms out, and you both cling to each other as you have a really good cry, letting out all your pain and your grief and sharing in each other's loss. I like that that gave us stress, because that's what empathy is, isn't it? It's seeing that someone else is hurting, or seeing that someone else is happy or scared or something, and feeling that yourself. It doesn't mean treating people well. It doesn't mean really understanding people. It just means feeling another person's emotions. So seeing Tammy upset made us upset. I like that. It helps to just sit in your feelings for a little while. Uncle Tonin may be gone, but your friend Tammy is still here. Yes, we saved her. And Cal wanted to talk to us as well. Hey, Cal. You're looking for Cal in the garden when you nearly trip over someone else. One of the younger kids, and they're blindfolded? Oh, right, we did this before, too. Hey, they exclaim, ripping the blindfold off their face and throwing it to the ground. It's Cirrus, one of Anemone's brothers. He glares at you. I was almost done. This is the blindfold game. He didn't know we were playing a game. Give me a sec, I want to teach him how to play. I was teaching Cirrus a new game, but he's more like Anemone than I thought. Real competitive, you know? I've been trying to come up with different kinds of games other than sports ball. No winners or losers, I just want to have fun with my friends. Do you want to learn how to play? I mean, sure. Cal's smile looks like it's going to stretch right off his face. Radical. So first put on this blindfold. We don't have a lot of empathy, so I don't think we're going to get far. I think that was the skill we used to almost finish this. I'm going to spin you around, and when I let go, you gotta listen to my instructions. We're going to walk all the way to the cafeteria, okay? 1, 2, 3. First, you gotta walk forward 10 steps. So you follow Cal's instructions as best you can, or make things difficult for him. Let's be mean. You take 10 large steps, feeling the squelch of dirt under your shoes as you wade into the garden bed. Solane, Cal cries out, you're gonna get me in trouble. You shrug. Okay, next, you're gonna turn a bit to the right. You turn a lot bit to the right. No, Cal gasped, but he's definitely laughing now. Come on, Solane, I said a little bit. You tilt your head to the side like you're listening, then spread your arms wide and spin around in circles while Cal howls with laughter. Cal, Solane. A sharp voice cuts through the garden. Oh, Dip, it's your mom. What's gotten into you? She scolds as you sheepishly take off the blindfold. Get out of the garden beds this instant, little boy, or you'll be in so much trouble. Cal looks gutted. I'm so sorry, Auntie, he says, staring at the ground. I was trying to teach Solane how to play a new game, but I didn't do it good. Are you gonna let him take the fall for you? Nah, speak up. We got empathy and bravery. You tell your mom it was your fault. She raises her eyebrow at you. I know, Solane. You're the one I caught trampling the turnips. Both of you get out of here for the rest of the day. And no more games in the garden. Cal squeaks as he grabs her hand and you run out of the garden, away from your mom grousing about the broken plants. When you're far enough away, he turns to you and bursts into giggles. That was wild, he shouts. Thanks, Solane. I really want your mom to like me and let me help out in the garden more. It's my favorite place in the whole colony. Yay. It's interesting how differently that event played out. Alright. We saved Professor Hal. I wasn't expecting us to be able to do that. So what'll we do next time? I think we have a little too much stress to sneak out again, but maybe we'll continue to get some of these red skills up with this heroic perk. Until then, though, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more I Was a Teenage Exocolonist.